What devilry has Morgoth brought that mars the simplicity of those formerly straight lines?
And Radagast goes forth in search of his identity, astounded and shocked by the profound changes in the last 9,000 years that he had lain dormant. He, of course, did not know that this change in the distribution of his life's rays had far more sinister implications for his former role as a stalwart member of the defunct Order of the Skari, the Order of Incarnate Maya descended to Middle-earth as wizards.
Hello, welcome to CERN. How may I help you?
Lead me to your lead lord.
Alright, come with me. Hey sir, this fellow claims wants to discuss physics with you.
My lord, 2 slits of devilish enterprise have destroyed all that I hold to be true.
You see, I have long awaited your advent. Many have written of your eventual arrival, especially Mr. Tolkien himself, the noted philologist who translated the Red Book of the West March. But you see, you have nothing to fear. Our world is not undergirded by the ideals that depend upon the existence of some shadowy watcher and tiny quetiller of some such other island. You see, we are undergirded not by the purposeful watching of the Valar now, but by the cross purposes of the chaotic, the cross purposes of probability, and that is our God now. Well then, Radagast, unfortunately it seems that the Valar have lied to you about the nature of light.
What?
It's not a line of energy, it's a wave. Thus, you see, if one superimposes 2 rays of light upon each other, in fact, they will actually cancel each other out in some places and may add to each other to yield unusual looking structures that sometimes yield almost counterintuitive results when they are superimposed. Now,
Interesting.
now when scientists once scientists attempted to fire 2 rays of light, or a ray of light between 2 slits that were very closely separated, and they actually found that when the waves of light went through here, they actually managed to interfere with each other, and in the same manner as this, they produced a very unusual but striking effect on the board that they would plot the photons that were emitted onto. And this effect actually resulted in a significant degree of spacing between areas of peak and trough in light intensity. And of course, this was perfectly well understood, and of course, we did not have any problems with this interpretation at this point. But as we can see later, as my colleague over here will demonstrate to you, this has many problems when they attempt to reconcile it with other paradigms of thought.
Hey, get out of here!
Well, Dr. Ding Dong.
Dr. Ding Dong at your service. Alright.
Esteemed colleague, Nobel Prize winner.
So as my colleague explained to you, light's a wave. It's all fine and dandy. However, you can't forget about the photoelectric effects.
What is that?
Well, let me demonstrate this for you. Let's say Derek were a photon. Yes, lick your lips lusciously. And let's say This obnoxious fan was an electron. Derek, do your work. Whoa! And of course the electron goes, but wait! The electron only has a finite amount of energy. Interesting. Now, what do you think this implies?
I don't know.
What do you think this implies? I thought so! This implies that the photon must have a finite amount of energy as well.
Oh my. Not only finite, but not infinitesimal.
That too! Light comes in quantized packages.
Oh.
So light is not only a wave, but a particle! Egad!
Now I will take over the next portion of the explanation. Take a seat.
Oh,
Alright, great.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Okay. Well, you see, this in itself doesn't present any problems because we could just define another object, a wave or a wardicle.
Waveticle!
Guess that too. And we could just say that it has the properties of light in all of its many glories. However, when scientists attempted to test the properties of the wardicle, or the waveticle, as we might want to call it, they actually managed to rig up a device that would sense individual photons that were fired through the double slits, and then they proceeded to fire individual photons through these double slits. And curiously, to their surprise, in fact, when they fired individual photons, they did not get the interference pattern. They actually managed to get two uniform slits of light.
Whoa.
How's your mind?
So basically,
Blown?
think about
Something like that.
Think about this now. So when we observe what happens to each individual particle of light, it doesn't behave like a wave anymore. But when we don't observe the individual particles of light that coalesce into a wave, it behaves like a wave. Now, of course, this explains why when you, back in the elder days of the world, would fire light into double slits, would see two perfectly beautiful geometric slits, because the elder gods, the Valar, were watching. But now they are dead. They have no more power. All that remains is random.
Introducing pinball probability. Zah!
Now we come to our favorite activity here at CERN, probability pinball. The photon, Kevin, is released and hits arbitrarily many metals. When we collapse its wave function by measuring the approximate position, it continues to travel along its path until it hits one of the metal plates on the side. When it hits them, it will push arbitrary electrons in arbitrary directions, as we have not collapsed the wave function. When we measure them, they impart similar degrees of energy as we continue to fire Kevin at them, thereby exciting more electrons and a multiplicity of photons.